The City of Wyandotte versus Elijah Gardner, 231001 A, B, and C. And appearance, counsel?
Good morning, Your Honor. Christopher Shemke appearing on behalf of my client. It's time to consent to the matter being.
I'm sorry, you cut out. You consent to the matter what?
Good morning, Christopher Shemke appearing on behalf of my client. At this time, we consent to the matter being heard via.
Okay. What is that? All right, and Mr. Gardner, your name, please.
Elijah Gardner.
All right, counsel, as to the arraignment.
As the arraignment, we waive formal reading. My client stands.
Just talking before we
Yes,
hear it.
as the arraignment, we waive formal reading. My client stands, ma'am.
Okay, thank you. All right, and Mr. Gardner, the court's going to waive the formal reading, enter plea of not guilty on your behalf. And we will schedule this matter for a pretrial on May 23rd at 9:15 a.m. Counsel as to bond.
My client's not on probation or parole. He's very young. I believe that this was an unfortunate scenario. I don't believe he's a flight risk. I'd respectfully request consideration for a personal bond.
Okay, Mr. Gardner, where do you live?
Live on West Warren.
West Warren, I show a different address for you.
Ave.
Right, that's not West Warren.
That is West
That's the
Warren.
West. I'm sorry?
That is West Warren. It's great. It's GRANDMONT Ave. It's
No, I
748.
understand how to spell the street. I understand how to spell the street, sir. I understand it's the west side of Detroit, but it's not West Warren. Is that what you
Oh.
said? You live on West Warren?
Yeah. I'm sorry,
Is
ma'am.
that yes?
Yes.
Okay. And where do you work?
I was working at the Coney Island, but I just quit like 3 weeks ago.
Okay, which Coney Island were you working at, sir?
Leo's Coney Island on Telegraph. Taylor.
Leo's Coney? I'm sorry, you said
Yeah.
Leo's Coney Island? And you quit 3 weeks ago?
Yeah, like 3 weeks ago, yes.
Okay, why'd you quit? Did you have another job lined up?
No, I was getting another job, and then they moved me to another restaurant. So, and they wanted me to work for less. So I told them, no, I'll just go find another job.
I'm sorry, you quit because you had another job and now you don't have another job?
No, like I quit because they was trying to move me to a different restaurant and pay me less. And then my uncle said he had a job opportunity for me, but I haven't went and did it yet. Cause I've been at home.
Why not? You've had 3 weeks off. Why haven't you gone and done the other job?
I don't know. I don't really know.
Well, you do know, sir, because you made the conscious decision to
A
not.
lot of stuff was going on at home. I got into an argument with my sister, a couple other things, and I haven't really been home lately. I've been everywhere, at my friend's house, everywhere.
So did you and your sister get in a fight and you were kicked out? Is that what happened?
I'm not kicked out. I just walked. I like to avoid stuff, so I walked out, and then it come back for like 3, 4, 5 days now.
Oh, so how's that avoiding working for you?
Bad, because I ended up here.
Right. It doesn't really work out to avoid things very well, sir.
Yeah.
Might as well just have a quick conversation. If you were to test today, what would be detected in your system?
You said what?
If we were to have you drop for a drug test, would you, hold on just a moment. What would be detected in your system?
Only marijuana.
Only marijuana?
Yep.
All right, do you have a valid prescription for marijuana, sir?
Nope.
Okay, and you are 19?
Yes, ma'am.
So it's not legal for you to have marijuana, sir.
No, ma'am.
I'm sorry, what was that?
So I know, ma'am.
And how do you get back and forth to work, sir?
My girlfriend,
And what's your girlfriend's name?
Morgan. Her
Morgan? Morgan's last name.
Wilson.
Have you ever failed to appear in court for any reason, sir?
You said what, ma'am? My bad.
Have you ever failed to appear in court for any reason, sir?
I don't think so. I ain't never had no charge besides a past curfew.
And, sir, have you ever applied to get your license?
No, I have not, because my mom lost my birth certificate and my social, and I gotta go get all that. That's one reason I don't got it.
So what are you waiting for?
I've been trying to, I don't got my social, I don't got nothing. She got to get her papers first, and then she got to go get my birth certificate, but she's taking too long.
Sir, you're 19, you can do it yourself.
And I've been asking her how to do it. She don't tell me. I don't know what to do.
Have you heard of Google?
Yeah, there is Google. But look,
Yeah.
my sister, my phone broke the same day I got into argument with my sister, so ain't nothing been going right lately. Last week.
Well, sir, you were able to work without having your social security number, right?
I had a school ID picture, like from probably like 7th, 8th grade. They used that, and then they used my social, and then they used some mail from my house to get me in there. And my mom been working there for years.
Contact them to get that back?
I know my social numbers, like I don't got a piece of paper of my social and stuff.
Oh, so they didn't require your card. Sir, so you go to the Social Security office. That's what you do. You go there. You may even be able to order one online. I don't know.
Okay.
Or make an appointment online. I don't know.
I'll look into it. Thank you.
But I'll tell you this, that it's not your mom's responsibility to get that. That's yours. You're 19 years old. Start having some responsibility, sir. You want to drive a car, you need to have a valid license. The court's going to indicate $2,500 10% bond, not to possess or consume any alcohol or drugs unless prescribed, and no driving.
Thank you, Judge.
The city of Wyandotte for Sean Hadbertowski, 231455.
Your Honor, good morning. Richard T. Serrano, P33828, appearing on behalf of with my client. Today, excuse me, today being the date time set for arraignment pre-trial. Please state your name, sir.
Sean Hadbertowski.
All right, thank you. Thank you for addressing very appropriately for court.
Yes, sir.
And counsel, today's the date scheduled for arraignment pre-trial in these matters. And ask the arraignment.
Your Honor, I provide the charge against the penalties, possible consequences of this court or any administrative agency understands them. Also understands the advice and rights. Everybody will wait for the reading extending.
Formal reading, enter a plea of not guilty for purpose of the arraignment as to the pre-trial counsel.
Your Honor, my client was to avail himself of the offer, excuse me, in that he will plead guilty to the amended charge of having a means, Your Honor, and if that's in fact accepted, the original charge of DWLS would be dismissed. He's ready for the court's examination.
Okay, I'm showing failed to provide valid driver's license.
Oh, yes, that's correct.
Okay, sir, please raise your right hand. You solemnly swear from the testimony about to give me the truth, whole truth, and nothing but the truth.
Yes.
All right, thank you. All right, you heard the plea that your attorney placed on the record, correct?
Yes.
And as the amended charge of failed to provide a valid driver's license, how do you plead?
Guilty.
And has anybody promised you anything, threatened you, or coerced you in any way for you to enter into a plea?
No, I am not.
And you've gone over your advice and rights with your attorney, correct?
That's correct.
And you understood all of those rights?
I did.
And you understand by entering into a plea, you'll be waiving some of those rights, specifically your trial and appellate rights.
Yes, Your Honor.
And you also understand the possible penalty as a result of your plea, whether in this court, any other court, or administrative agency.
Speak up.
Yes.
And knowing all that, you still want to continue with your plea. Counsel, if you can please vote your client.
Thank you. On June 15, 2023, approximately 3:23, was it AM?
Is AM correct?
Yes. Were you operating a motor vehicle in the city of Wyandotte?
Yes.
At that time, did you have contact with the police? Police stop you?
Yes, I did.
And upon the officer asking you for a valid Michigan operator's license, were you able to give him a valid Michigan operator's license?
I was not able to, no.
And that's because it was suspended on that day, correct?
That's correct.
I'm satisfied, Your Honor.
All right, what's the current status of your license?
I am currently awaiting, I had a hearing, so I do have an interlock system in my car. So I had car work done, I had electrical work done, so I had to disconnect the battery at the auto shop. I submitted all the paperwork, they wanted to hear the story from me, so they revoked my license, until they could, as to why it was disconnected.
So he's waiting for a Secretary of State. That's the hearing.
So correct, I did have that hearing, and now I'm just awaiting his bill,
Ruling.
his ruling, yes, that's right.
So he may or may not end up with some type of a license, Your Honor, be it restricted, revoked. We don't know yet.
All right. And the court will accept your plea as knowing, voluntary, and factually accurate. Dismiss the original charge per the plea agreement. How'd you get here today?
I took an Uber.
You sure about that?
Yeah. I had to.
You seem to hesitate when you were answering.
Oh, no, I had to take an Uber.
And where do you work?
Understands you can't drive, Your Honor, without a valid license.
Where do you work?
I work for Grunwald Cashero. I'm a union bricklayer. So restoration. We do a lot of work downtown Detroit, and it's for a special ops team in Detroit. So she's able to take me into work a lot.
And what happens if she can't take you into work?
I have friends and family. I have a good support group that I've been able to rely on.
And on this day, where was it that you were driving, sir?
I was driving home
Where?
from Henry Ford Hospital. We were working a night shift at the in the parking garage there. We had to do when it was vacant, so we were doing demolition and just fixing the concrete there. So the parking lot had to be empty. So we worked 8 p.m. to 3 a.m.
So you don't have a ride that day to or from work?
I did. My wife was out of town. She was up north for a work convention, and I couldn't get a hold of an Uber. I made a foolish decision to try to see if I got caught. Not smart.
Right. And so you know this could affect you getting your license back.
I absolutely understand that, yes, but I have to go through the process regardless.
Your Honor, in trying to do good by earning money for his family, he made the poor decision of driving. So in the future, he understands he's got to get a ride, doesn't have a valid license.
Or fall for sometimes.
Well, yeah, but I mean, there's gotta be people that live in your area.
There are. I couldn't find anyone. It was, I relied on the ride share service, and by that time it was too late, and like I said, I kind of panicked and made a terrible decision to drive that night.
And so what car did you drive? What kind of car does your wife drive?
My wife drives a 2019 Kia Optima.
When you're licensed, right?
Well,
And so that Malibu is not out in the parking lot.
no, I mean, you can go look.
I'm going to, I'm not going to, but one of my court officers is
Yeah,
going
please,
to.
please.
What color is it?
It's great. You want the license? Right. Sorry, I don't want to be.
No, go ahead.
It's a
You'd be surprised how many people actually drive to court and tell me that they didn't.
That's incredible. It's DPF 6688.
Okay. Brian, can you move that? Thank you. Okay. So presuming that you're,
I imagine, yes.
what's that?
I said I imagine it happens.
I
all
told
the
him it
time.
happens all the time.
Oh, yeah. Mhm. It sure does. Okay, so. Let's go and set the following fines and costs. Going to base that on you being truthful. The court's going to indicate a $200 fine, $200 cost, crime victim assessment fee of $75, justice system assessment fee of $50. And then for attorney fees, as you're not determined to be indigent, that'd be $200. So that's a total of $725. Do you have that to pay today?
I don't have all of that to pay today. I can pay today.
Well, you know what I'll do? I will give you, can you pay it all by September 8th?
Yes,
It's 2 weeks from Friday.
yes.
Okay.
Sir, if you cannot pay by that time, come in personally to ask for more time, okay?
I absolutely will.
But don't drive here or anywhere.
Or anywhere.
Okay. All right, just have a seat here for just a moment. I just want to confirm.
Okay,
Okay, thank you.
stay in the courtroom. then?
Yes.
Yes, please, thank you.
Thank you.